from your family. Progress that past. Remember that you are a son or a daughter of a human being. And effort was made to bring you. Now those that brought you didn't bring you and forgot you. Whether they are alive or dead, they are watching you. They can be happy with you or angry with you. And each of them will affect your life. If they are angry, then problem. If they are happy, then problem. Now they took risk and made effort to bring you because they want you to progress the family. Now, I'm about to talk something on the timeline. When I start talking, I will help you more in this. You should be able to know what they want. In 12:1 of the book of Hebrew, the Bible said they are always with us. Because they want you to progress them. Don't do something that cannot add happiness to them. Did you hear what I said? Abraham saw the days of Jesus. He was glad. Why was he glad? Don't forget, God passes through them to you. That means that God cannot neglect them. Their life, their opinion about you matters to God because they brought you to the earth. There are people that all that they do is to cause headache to their fathers and say it doesn't matter. They live wayward lives. They bring pain. Because there is a consciousness. So the past want your contribution. And how do you contribute? What did they bring you for? Why do you want to ignore their energy, their investment? For instance, if you are in Locust Army here, there are things I want from you. Don't ignore that thing I expect from you and say you're a servant of God. Because you don't really separate me from God over that issue. You don't separate me. When Elisha wanted the mantle from Elijah, Elisha didn't pray to God. He said to Elijah, the mantle that you have is the mantle of Israel, but it is in your hand. Give it to me. He didn't go to God. Because Elijah have taken it from God and is with him already. And it is not God that will give it to Elijah. That will give it to Elisha. It is Elijah. And then Elisha took it from Elijah and progressed the work of Israel. There is always something to get from the past to improve the past. Did you clap hand for what I just said? Did you clap your hand? When you get it from, please hear me. I want to say to one person, maybe you're hearing me even in the hall or watching me online. There are unique peoples of life. I was telling somebody today, I said, don't trifle with grace. Grace is somebody's property. That thing you have grace to do, the ability to do it was given to you by a spirit. And you must give account to that spirit that gave you that grace. Am I saying something? I said grace is a property of a spirit. I was born with this. Who put it in me? It belongs to somebody. And then I have to use it to accomplish the purpose. Not only of God, but of the people that God gave it to me from. God gave it to me from a people. Since this week he'll be saying, you think you can be a preacher to Africa? I said no. He said, I am a preacher to my roots. I am. Yes. He came unto his own. So I am a reward to people that produce me. I'm not everybody's preacher. Am I blessing you? Have I done much? Let me lead that to what I call mind things that chose you. Help me tell somebody something chose you. I didn't hear you. Tell another person something chose you. Now I tell him mind what chose you. Now as I'm here now I'm chosen. Jesus was crucified from the foundation of the world for a people. In John 1:11 and 12, he came unto his own. So when Jesus came, he minded the people. When he was trying to send the disciples, he said, go to the lost house of Israel. He said, something chose me. Something chose me. Something. Now as I'm here in this altar, something chose me. Now what I am doing is to choose that thing that chose me back. From Romans 8, a predestination. So my life is not available for everything. Let me tell somebody, your life is not available for everything. Now, that life is not available for everything. That life is available only for what chose that life. That particular life belongs to people it belongs to. Apostle Paul said in the book of Galatians, he said, while I was still in my mother's womb, he chose me to be a preacher of truth and verity. He said to the Gentiles, in Jeremiah 1, he said, he chose me in the womb. Then in Galatians 8:29, he said, those he forechosen, he predestined. Those he foreknow. Those he foreknow, he predestined. So that's something is called he foreknow. So